We are leaving now the port of Akko, which is the most important port of the Crusader time, and we're going through here to the Pisan quarter. Remember, Genoa, Venice, and the Pisan people were here too. But we are on the way to the Templars order, another Crusader order. I don't know if we will climb up the walls, but it's beautiful to see it through there. The tour is according to the Crusaders. Now, yes? Now you are?
Hi.
Say hi to everyone.
Come and visit us.
Then on the way you can see some more Crusaders finds. We don't know what it is. Today it's actually used as a storeroom, which is a little bit sad, isn't it? But look how beautiful it is. The sea is now just to the left, very close to here. I think you can see it from here. And this is the Pisan quarter. Look how beautiful it is. But as I can see, he didn't climb the wall, which is so sad for me because I love the wall. Ramparts walk, it's such a beautiful thing. But I'm here to study. Why? What are we doing here? We are a group of tour guides. Because we are not working, we are studying. And this is good. It's wartime between Israel to Hezbollah and Hamas. And sadly, no tourists. Look how beautiful is the building and the door. I did a few videos that I took today about Acre, Akko. One of them is about the Hospitallers. Now we are on the way to talk about the Templars. Another Crusader order. They actually were the bankers. I don't like to sell weapon. What can I tell you? In Tel Aviv, I'm not sure that we will see it. We are reaching now the corner of the southern and the eastern part of the city, and you will see the sea. The sea is there and there as well, but we are heading to the most beautiful palace and the most important building of the Crusaders in Akko. But it's going to be kind of a mystery because the building is not here anymore. St Andrew's Church, which was a Crusader church, was there, and it was like a lighthouse. People, when you enter to the port, you knew that you have to avoid that area because there were so many. Still today, there are so many rocks. And today it's called St Joan Church. I think it's a Franciscan church. Look how beautiful it is. The sun is in our eyes, but we won't give up. And yeah, and he's a doctor, and he's actually specialized with the Crusaders, especially the Teutones, the German ones. But he's talking, we are studying today about the Crusaders in Acre, 12th and mostly 13th century. In 1119, Baldwin the First is actually arriving to Jerusalem, and he actually finds out that there are monks, nine knights that are following him. He decided to give them an option to be in order. They were very poor and very loyal to the king. Some people say that they had, for example, two knights used only one horse because they were too poor. He gave them, it was Baldwin II, he gave them a different place at Al-Aqsa Mosque of today. It was a mosque at the time, but he called it Temple Solomonis, the temple of King Solomon, and they decided to call themselves the Templars, and they used, that was the main area, main place of them. It's called the Templum. If you watch my recent video of the Temple Mount, I talked about the facade, the Crusader facade that they built there to turn that mosque into a church. At 1129, some of them came to France, and they called them the angels of God. Then they became very famous. They started to buy some land in Europe, and they bought some places here in real estate in Israel as well, including here in Acre. Letrion and Latrun was one of them. Azur, another fortress, fortress that they had, and a few more places on the way to Jerusalem. Nothing actually remained. They were the gods that went together with the pilgrims, because it was difficult to be here among so many Muslims. They've been robbed. They used to rob you. They raped the women. It was difficult to be there. Then, in that case, they guarded them and they been with them all the way. In 1191, the Mamluks occupied Acre, and they were the last one who actually stayed in the city. They actually came to the Sultan and said, "We will give you money, but let us stay here with peace." But sadly, they tried to destroy the city, and actually they did it very quickly. But they tried to destroy the Templars' fortress without a success. You can see the floor, the base of the temple. I mean, take that, I can see the line here. That was the wall of the Crusader Temple, it was quite dry here, but you know, it took 800 years that water entered to here, but that was dry. Because the situation was bad, I'm talking about a little bit before the destruction, they became to be the bankers. People, they actually they got the pilgrims in Europe, not here. They gave the money to the Templars. The Templars gave them a note and said, when you will come to here, to that temple of the Templars, you will get the money, not the temple, the fortress. And you will get the money back. And that's how it actually happened. And that place was so beautiful. There were 4 towers around it with golden lions above it. You couldn't miss it. It was really something special. Well, when the Muslims occupied the city, they knew that they must destroy some of the places, and one of them was here. That, as you can see, nothing left from here. It's a beautiful place, isn't it? But I wish that I could see that fortress here. The Templars succeeded to stay here for another 10 days after the Muslims occupied the city. And the Muslims tried first time, for the second time, and even for the third time to occupy that fortress without any success. They knew that it's actually the end. Now, they had their own boats, and I think it was they went out from there to Atlit and then to Cyprus. And that was the end of them. Now they are in Malta. Maltese cross. It's actually the cross of the Crusaders, and they've been blamed by the European that they, because of them, they lost the Holy Land. And the most well-known thing will be soon. They blame them with so many horror things, like they pee on the cross. Can't believe that they could actually do that. Friday, 1307, the King of France occupied all the places of the Templars, arrest them, kill them, and took all their money. Remember, they've been the bankers, they've been very rich. Suddenly, his greediness, because of it, he burned down all their archive, and a lot of information about what's happened to them was gone. Sad, isn't it? They tortured them. I mean, I think about the Inquisition, like something like that. I mean, horrible thing they did to them. They burned down their leader next to Notre Dame, and he cursed the King of France and the Pope at that time. That he said he won't live for more than 1 year, and guess what? They died next year. One more thing about remember when they flee to Atlit, which is another city and fortress, Templars fortress in Israel. They actually used boats. Now, this is a strange thing because there's only one port, and that port belongs to the king. But they hide. They built themselves kind of a small port with small boats, and they used to bring them merchandise with it. And then, I don't know if you can see, there's kind of a tunnel. It's called the Templars tunnel, and they used to enter to the city with those merchandise through the tunnel. Then the king didn't see it. The peasants, the Genoas and the Venice people didn't pay tax. That was the deal. But that deal wasn't applied to the Hospitallers and to the Templars. Then in that case, they sneaked it and they gained a little bit more. Now that was 15 minutes about what's happening here with a beautiful day. All right, then, first of all, please, if you reached the end of the video, please subscribe to my channel if you didn't do it until now. Because I'm not working, this is the only income of mine, and if you want to support me, I will be more than happy. Few options. Down here you can see a shape of a heart. It's called Super Thanks. This is via YouTube, but at the description I will add more information about the Crusader Templars in Acre, in Akko, and you will see 2 links of Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal. I will be more than happy if you will use it, but being my family member by subscribing my channel is the most important thing. Then thank you very much.